nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Again, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
From the 27, Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They run over center with Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 10 yards out.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Herbert going to try and run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at the 23.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, a great grab by Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, They seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Lance now on 1st down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Herbert going to throw.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them. That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Herbert to throw. And this one drops in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now Herbert.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
Flushed out right.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Herbert. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory.